Everybody, what's the first name? The first name is?
Planes!
Yes, planes. Nice answer. The next name is?
Motorcycle!
Very good.
Two. Next word. Get ready.
Bee.
Next word. Get ready.
Cow.
Cow. Next word. Get ready.
Boy.
Boy. Well done. Another 3 points.
So when we heard the central aphorism from direct instruction that if the student has not learned, the teacher has not taught, we then knew that this is an education approach that gives no alibi other than a failure to teach.
Listen, have, say it.
Have.
What sound do you have at the end of the word?
We can teach every child.
How do you spell that sound?
The only assumption you're allowed to make in DI is, I'm going to teach it, the kid's going to learn it. All right? So you can't write any children off.
Continue. 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 Anger. Continue.
It's engineered to get results, and nothing in the program is irrelevant. Everybody, what word? No. Let's see if you can do that a little more quickly. That was a good group response. It's highly interactive. They do a task, the teacher gives feedback, they do another task, the teacher gives feedback, and the tasks build on each other and combine so that the kids can do more and more difficult things in a fairly short amount of time. In the beginning, it looks like you're learning all these little bitty things, but over time, suddenly you're doing things that just amaze the kids and the teachers.
But here, like 97, it's a prime. 96, it's got factors.
I think his most important contribution has probably been just in demonstrating that kids with poor prospects can in fact learn and get right up there with the kids in the leading schools.
Thank you, Sandy. Sandy and the others were near the shed, the cop said.
I think those demonstrations are probably going to live on. People will keep turning them up time after time as things start to look dismal or hopeless.
So he couldn't see when he didn't have glasses? Is that right? Is that right?
No, you gotta
Here, wait a minute.
Wait, listen to the questions. Go ahead.
So then what did he get that helped him out?
I'd like my dad to be remembered for transforming society into a place where all kids are learning the skills that they should learn, and that nobody is prevented from realizing opportunities because they don't have the education.
Yeah, and then when he put them on?
He's provided the tools to be able to teach every kid all the basic and higher order skills that they need to be successful, and I hope his legacy is that they're utilized to the point where all kids are successful in our culture.
One thing that drives Zig is that knowledge of what most kids in inner urban areas are experiencing is so much different from what they could experience. That knowledge, that gap, never leaves them for a second. So that's probably the most important driving force. And the other thing is he's a fighter. I mean, he's not your mamby-pamby education professor, which may have some really gray lines of criteria. No, this is someone who has looked at education in scientific ways and understands what kids are capable of and what rightfully they should be receiving.
Okay, so let's start out the next lesson.
Today, Zig still writes programs. He paints. He plants trees. Geniuses are not always recognized in their lifetimes. So perhaps it's not totally surprising that Zig's brilliance has so far been missed by most other educators.
Hey. There it is.
History may eventually recognize him as the Galileo or Darwin of education. But until such validation comes, Zig can be proud of all he has achieved, satisfied that his many instructional programs have changed the lives and prospects of hundreds of thousands of at-risk kids.
6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even have to touch it. Big Bill said, I've got work to do. I'm leaving. The end.
That was beautiful.